Hi guys, I'm Dylan,
And I'm Alex.
and we're starting off our road to the Super Bowl segment for the year. Currently in the NFL, we just finished up Week 11. What you're going to see is you're going to see some of the picks and predictions from our analysts, Mr. Minoski, Mr. Brazella, and Mr. Schneider, as well as Alex and myself, of what we think the season's going to pan out so far. So stay tuned.
Let's get to it.
So the first play we're going to look at here is New England versus Philadelphia. As you see here, Tom Brady's going to flea flick down to Julian Edelman. He's got Dorsett on the wideout going across the top.
A safety's going to bite down on Julian Edelman and leaving that post route wide open for the touchdown. Patriots. The score of that game was 17-10. Patriots advanced to 9-1 this season.
Next play we're going to talk about last of the week, San Francisco 49ers against the Arizona Cardinals. Garoppolo to Samuels on a great catch. We're going to look at the offensive set so far with that play.
If we got Samuels at the wideout with a stacked slot receiver here, he's going to run a corner route. That slot goes underneath. Jimmy G throwing a dime.
Over top, what you saw was that wideout drug the free safety out. The inside corner on Samuels overcommitted right in. Let Samuels get out on the outside. Made an amazing catch, as you'll see on the replay here next. Just a great catch over top of the helmet there. Muffs it for a little bit. Barely stays in bounds. Also, after the penalty on the play, San Francisco declines that. They end up winning the game, coming on top 36-27, advancing to 9-1.
Next one.
Hi, Mr. Minoski here to give you your update on NFL season and where I think the playoffs are going to go. I'm not going to get into all of the different teams and different possibilities. What I believe right now is you're going to see the AFC have New England, Baltimore, and Buffalo be your three main teams going in. I think New England will make a run to the Super Bowl. On the NFC side, it's going to be my top three teams. I'm looking at San Francisco, New Orleans, and Green Bay. I think you're going to see New Orleans roll all the way to the title this year like they should have last year. And you're going to see New Orleans knock off New England for the Super Bowl. Thank you.
I think the three teams that stand out in the AFC are the Chiefs, Patriots, but more importantly, the Baltimore Ravens. And for the NFC, I'm going to take a dark horse pick here on Dallas. I like Dallas. I like what they're starting to do. We have New Orleans. I'll throw them out as a team to beat, and Seattle. I like what Russell Wilson's doing. Russell Wilson's making a strong push to be MVP for the league. Maybe the MVP for the NFC, but I see Lamar Jackson for the MVP of the AFC. Now, looking ahead, it gives me great pleasure to be the one to come out and say this, that the dynasty in New England is over. And Brady's over the hill, he's washed up. The only saving grace they have is Belichick and a weak schedule. Those two things are going to help them get in probably a 1 seed or a 2 seed in the playoffs and get a bye. But they will not make it. My prediction is they will not make the Super Bowl, and the AFC representative will be Baltimore. It kind of pains me to say that being a Steeler fan, but I really like their coach. I really like what they're doing with Lamar Jackson. And no team right now, even with all the tapes they have on him in Week 12, they cannot stop Lamar Jackson. So Baltimore is my pick for the AFC. As for the NFC, I think it's more wide open. I'm going to go out on a limb, and it is a big limb, and I'm going to say Dallas Cowboys. I like what Dak Prescott's doing. I like the fact that they have an outstanding linebacker duo, and realistically, for me to pick Baltimore and Dallas in the Super Bowl hurts really bad, and because I don't really like either one of those teams. But now I'm trying to be realistic, and I see Dallas representing the NFC, Baltimore the AFC, and nobody, including the two great linebackers at Dallas, can stop Lamar Jackson. Baltimore's the champ.
What's up, guys? Mr. Snyder here with the very early Super Bowl prediction. But I'm going to tell you right now that I'm going to stick with these two teams. These are two teams that I think have been dominant over the past decade. They're dominant now, and I think they're going to continue to be dominant the rest of the season and show up in the grand finale. In the NFC, I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints. I think that just with Drew Brees coming back, Sean Payton's knowledge, I think he's a phenomenal coach. coaching wins and experience wins in the NFL. I think that's one of the reasons that the Saints are going to continue to have their success and hopefully maybe get to that big game and prove me right. In the AFC, until somebody beats this guy, I'm going to keep sticking with him. Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, once again, are just tearing up the league. They look like they're going to be there at the end again. And, as much as I hate to say it, I think that they're probably going to be in the big game. So I'm going to go with the Saints and the Patriots to play in the Super Bowl. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll come back next week or in a couple weeks, and they're going to make me look good.
So as you can see, we got the playoff picture up here for what it stands at right now after Week 11 has concluded. Alex, go ahead and talk about the AFC for us.
So for the AFC, in the first seed, we got the Patriots at a 9-1 record. The Ravens, number 2 seed, with an 8-2. Kansas City Chiefs, number 3 seed, 7-4. The Colts, 6-4 record at 4 seed. Buffalo, the reason they're a lower seed with a 7-3 record is because the Patriots are currently winning that division. And we got Houston Texans with 6 seed, 6-4.
Over to the NFC, the first seed, San Francisco, is sitting at 9-1. The number 2 seed would be Green Bay, sitting at 8-2. Number 3 is going to be New Orleans. They're resting at an 8-2 record as well. Number 4 is going to be Dallas, 6-4, and those are your division leaders. Then you have number 5, Seattle, 8-2. Only reason they're such a low seed is because San Francisco's got them by 1 game. Number 6 is Minnesota. They're 8-3 as well. Green Bay's got them by a game there. So, personally for me, I don't see Seattle getting past San Francisco. Personally, at this point in the season, I'm going to say probably the Super Bowl would look like a San Francisco-New England Super Bowl. Jimmy Garoppolo getting the W over his former teammate Tom Brady.
I'm actually going to disagree with Dylan here. I think the Seattle will get past. If not, they will at least beat him in the playoffs. I think Seattle, Russell Wilson's making a strong case for MVP. I see him making all the way to the Super Bowl. I see the Patriots with that experience with Bill Belichick and Tom Brady beating out the Ravens and making the Super Bowl. The Patriots, though, winning with experience.
All right, we'll see you guys in a few weeks when the playoffs start wrapping up.